Let's get rolling. Before I bring these guys out, I just want to point out, according to the Huffington Post in 2010, Charmed was one of the top 20 magic/supernatural shows of all time. According to AOL TV, it was one of the top 100 cult TV shows of all time. According to TV Guide, one of the 60 greatest sci-fi shows of all time. 8 seasons, I think 178 episodes. That's a lot of episodes. Do you guys agree that Charmed was one of the best shows of all time? All right, then. Let's bring these guys out. First off, of course, you know him as Leo Wyatt. And what a white lighter this guy is. Please show your love and appreciation for Mr. Brian Krause. And of course, Leo's lady love. Of course, you know her as Piper Halliwell. Please show your love and appreciation for Ms. Holly Marie Cole. And another of the Halliwell sisters, please show your love for Ms. Prue Halliwell, Shannon Darty. Welcome, welcome, guys. Thanks so much for joining us at Ohio Comic-Con this weekend. I'm going to start off with a question. Like I said, we have microphones there and there, but I was going through all those little facts, people ranking it as one of the best shows. When did you kind of become aware that this show that you were working on actually had a legacy building beyond just a couple seasons of a show? You know, you do a lot of jobs. Sometimes they stick around for a while and then go away. But this actually has legs. This has a legacy. When did you realize there was a legacy to Charmed?
When you get picked up after the first season. And you're like, thank God, I have a job.
That's a job, but that's not a legacy.
It kind of was. It was pretty immediate with Charmed. I think we're people, these lovely people here with us today. Yeah, you guys are awesome. I think it was sort of an immediate thing that people sort of instantly fell in love. They fell in love with the sisters, they fell in love with the relationships. And I think it started building at that point. And then it just got stronger for the rest of the 8 seasons.
Yeah, would you agree with that, Holly?
I think it was when Brian came on.
Woo! I don't think it works if you cheer for yourself, Brian.
You guys ever allow yourself that much time where you can sit for days and watch your own show? and if you do, can you actually enjoy it, or do you critique yourself as you're watching everything that you've been through?
I've never watched Charmed except for the episodes I directed, and it's because I was forced to because I had to be in editing, so that's how I saw them. Otherwise, I never watched it. But I have been obsessive about other shows like House of Cards. I watched all the seasons in like one sitting. Basically, my husband didn't see me for like 2 days because I was just glued watching them all. So, but I still have yet to see Charmed.
Right.
It's a true story.
Do you find yourself watching yourself for hours on end?
Well, no, hours upon end. Yeah, I'm on a continuous feed in my own.
Continuous loop.
Yeah.
You got screens
There's
throughout
me.
your house.
No, the first couple seasons I definitely tuned in to watch and see how you look and, don't make this facial reaction, make that one. And it kind of got to the way where you're looking at too much of the technical aspects. So, and like Holly, every once in a while now, because I leave my television on Lifetime, and it's on there a lot. So, but as far as binge watching, I watched Breaking Bad I think I'm still watching. I'm watching it for the second time now. So.
You finished it and now you're going through again.
Yeah, I gotta watch it again.
Yeah, that lends itself.
And meeting Giancarlo today I fanboyed. It was cool.
Hi there. Cool. Thank you. Hi there.
Yeah, this is towards Holly and Brian. What were your feelings while filming the last episode of the Charm series where the house blew up?
The house blew up.
Spoiler. I guess I should have started with that.
She just started Netflixing it.
I might have to watch this show.
Oh yeah, everybody died but me too.
Really? So
Everybody died.
who all was in the house when it blew up?
Them.
Everybody.
Except for Holly and Brian?
Holly somehow survived, and then she went back in time to get your guys' mother and everybody else to come back to save everybody. You also had to open up the box to get that power. And no, you had to stop each other from getting the power.
This sounds so confusing.
Thanks for the recap. Yeah, no, I'm glad. Well, okay, so how did you feel when things went kablooey?
How did we feel? I swear to God, I think we felt like the grandparents because we were like surrounded by all the people there, and it had been a long road.
It was very strange. It pulled on the heartstrings. We walked into the stage and didn't see an explosion or anything, but you walked in and
we actually did kill it. We
saw
killed the whole house.
And it was amazing to see the stages that you had seen for the last 8 years, and this beautiful design, and it was literally burnt and rubbled. And
We leveled it.
it was like, oh, so
I was
there
under it.
isn't a season 9.
Do you know? Vinny and Randy put stuff on top of me and set me on fire.
No?
Yeah, and I was pregnant.
Sounds like good working conditions.
Yep, totally.
Yeah. Hi there.
My mom was young and in New York, and she wanted to become an actress, and she was a very young single mom, and she couldn't always leave me with a babysitter, so I often had to go with her. And apparently, according to her, and I do not remember any of this, I started to tell her what to do and how to do it and how she could have done it better. This is what she claims. And so she said to me, well, if you think it's so easy, why don't you do it? Which, granted, she's not much older than me, so we have a very combative relationship still. And so I said, fine, I will. So she says. And that's kind of how I fell into it.
So you're.
Very much the same. I mean, the acting's not different. Maybe the amount of time you have on a bigger film, maybe, or an independent, you have an ability to, help guide the storyline or your character. But the one thing about a TV show is you're generally close to home. It's 5 days a week. It's kind of like a normal job.
Not anymore.
Well, not anymore. Now the shows are shooting all over the nation. And that was kind of the beauty of doing films. You're able to travel and go somewhere for a month or more and kind of get to know an area and whatever. I mean, I kind of like being the gypsy that way myself. But there is something to having the normal job, a TV show that is going to run for a little while. Because as you know, in our industry, you just never know, it can end tomorrow. I think that's the number one difference is security, maybe.
I think as an actor, I think films are different because you're constantly playing a different character, so you're flexing your acting chops. You're challenging yourself on a regular basis. Because me personally, I will sometimes fall into a rut playing the same character because you get so sort of morphed in, as Holly said about her and Piper towards the later years, you tend to get morphed in, and then I don't think that it's not as big of a challenge at that point. So doing films, definitely you're having to create a brand new character from scratch and see where that person goes, and then you're done with that one and you're doing another one. So in that sense, I think it's very different, but as you get older, there's also something about being in a TV show. Yes, the regular paycheck, but it's also, you're in people's living rooms every week, and you're getting to relate to an audience, and you're getting to build a rapport with your fans and with your audience, and I think that that's something that is incredibly valuable.
That's a question then. This question's kind of for all of you. It's just from a fan perspective, when all hell breaks loose aired, it really kind of wasn't clear. We knew, the fans knew, okay, someone's going to die, someone's going to get killed off the show. And then all of a sudden Charmed Again came on and it was like, oh, guess it was Prue. And then just curious kind of what the transition, we heard some stuff obviously, you know, the media, whatnot, but just curious kind of what the transition was like for Holly and Brian, then working with someone brand new, a new actress, a new character. And then also I think with the 4th season, Alyssa and Holly, you guys also became producers in addition to having a brand new character, a brand new actress. Just if you could talk a little bit more about how that transition was for you.
That's a big question to go out on.
Good one.
So, I don't know if you want to take it and sum it up briefly. I mean, how about taking on the producer roles? I mean, when you take on this role as a producer, what does that mean, really? What does your job entail when you take on a producer role of a big series like this?
It was something I felt like we had done from the beginning. You know, we were very vocal about who we wanted to play, how we wanted to be represented, and what we wanted the show to be about. You know, it was important to us that it was about family. And we had a huge team of producers. You know, there were a lot of cooks in that kitchen. And so I felt like we had been doing it since the beginning, and meaning me and Shannon. And by that point, when things...
And all help us.
Right. Yeah. I guess they felt like they had to give me more of a say in things, since I felt like I didn't have a say in things when...
All help broke
Thank you. Thank you. Pay attention, Brian. Stick with me. Stick with me.
It is very hypnotic over there.
No, with the pink hat with the shiny lights.
That's right.
It's like hypnotic.
Well, on that note,
Yes.
Ohio Comic Con, thank you so much for joining us, and please show